Hey guys, welcome back to Oddballs Behind the Scenes. I am Ethan Banville, co-creator of Oddballs with, of course, James Rallison, aka The Odd Ones Out. And this week we are going over Almost Home Alone, where Darren Henry, one of our writers, who's written some of your favorite episodes, including Wanna Dead or a Fly, he pitched this idea that James is trying to take a day off of school and keeps having it interrupted by a door-to-door alarm salesman, which, of course, we laughed out loud. And we wanted to make it an episode. But of course, there were notes and there were changes. And this week, you're also going to get to see the original ending, which had Max in it. So let's go.
Take some time off! Get a pedicure! I can't, Max. I don't have any toes. Aww, so cute.
Now, so cute. That's what it was in the episode. But originally, it was something a little different.
So cute.
This is one of our storyboard artists doing the voice of Max.
Some time off, get a pedicure.
I can't, Max. I don't have any toes.
Ugh, it's worse than I thought.
So Netflix thought that could offend people without toes. I don't know. People without toes, would you be offended? I have a feeling you wouldn't have. But anyways, that was the joke.
But I
And then Max went to kill him because he had no toes. That's a little bit much, maybe.
could use a me day. Mom! Dad!
So this sequence I put in here just because of the original note on this. So listen to what James says.
I woke up late! You gotta drive me or I'll have to do the late kid walk of shame and everyone will stare at me like I'm some tardy monster!
So the original line was tardy freak. It was concerned that freak would be a misnomer because some people use it to slight people. I was called a freak in my day. I mean, hey, it is the thing. But we were more surprised that they didn't want us to change tardy, which is used properly, late. If you are tardy, you are late. But it is very close to the R word, which, of course, we do not use anymore because it's derogatory to people with certain developmental conditions. So we were surprised that they let us keep tardy. But here we are. This is the scene where James first sits down to enjoy his day off, and they made us take out the initial line that you'll hear in a second because they thought it was too much like someone having their first time in a sexual nature.
My first day off. They always say the first time's the sweetest. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, just gotta make the first move in this video game.
So we, of course, wanted to play it as a romantic moment with James and himself. So we removed that first line and still got to keep the just got to make the first move in this video game.
Ah, brekkie anytime I want. Time to fill my belly with discs of processed white flour smothered in thick, delicious maple tree sweat.
Put this in here because I love that joke, maple tree sweat, that James pitched. And then also the creepiness of what you're about to see with Sellers.
Yum. Save some for me.
So if you watch his shoulders and you listen, you hear some bone cracking.
Save some for me.
Kind of gross, sloshy. Originally, he was just on the ceiling, which was creepy enough that he's inside a house with a child home alone. But here we go.
You!
Creepsville. And then, of course, this is the original sequence of when James is fighting Sellers to get rid of him. And I will tell you why I put this in here in a moment.
Yes! And don't come back!
So you see that Sellers doesn't move there. So we got a note, not from Netflix, from a different note source, concerned that children would think he was dead, even though he's alive in the next scene. So not a smart note. So we pushed back on it. Netflix agreed it was a silly note. And we were able to move on with our lives and have him not even twitch.
I'm having a day off! At least I can finally get on with my day off.
Welcome home, sir. How are you enjoying your new Break-In Buster 3000?
So originally, Sellers was gone, And James, it was just James versus the alarm. But of course, we realized, well, we can't get rid of Sellers completely. He has to be here. So now he's actually part of the house.
What are you doing in my house?
You mean my house?
What?
One subject you didn't do today was reading the fine print. By signing the contract, you
So that music that you hear every time he talks, that was a crazy idea that I had and pitched it to our composer, Ben, who's amazing. If you've watched the musical, you know how amazing he is. And, I just said basically infomercial type music, and he came out with this, and it just became amazing to hear over and over again.
agreed for me to take your house in lieu of payment.
What?
When I said I was a salesman, you should have known I was a parasite.
Now, James, James had a great joke here that actually is from when James and I originally pitched the show in one of the episodes, which was about the kids actually going to YouTube Central and breaking in because their friend Braxton, who doesn't exist in the show anymore, thought that it was run by aliens. So
Okay,
in this case,
I'm sure.
we had the joke about the computer, using a computer to take out the cameras. But the board artist went with the
They
way
must
of
have taught us
literally
something in computer science how to take out
typing
cameras.
things out.
Computer
Which is
science.
just not as fun as what we have here.
Computer science. I'll use my laptop to take out your cameras.
Oh no.
There you go. Use laptop to take out the cameras. I actually think that might have been my joke now that I think about it. It was a long time ago when we started developing the show. So this was the original sequence, action sequence.
Fire! No! Yo. Ha!
So that was the original. Not as personable, not still fighting Sellers, just fighting an alarm that kind of looks like him. But with Sellers in the house, looked a little more like this.
And now,
And James had the great action. We also realized that as an action star, he needed a killer ending, silly line.
the last class of the day. History.
History?
Yep. 'Cause that's what you are now.
You learned about me in history. Oh, I get it. Well.
And it gave us a reason to have Ryan do his wow, 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 which he does on a lot of his videos, which we love.
James.
And this, of course, is the original ending where Max makes a return.
It's Saturday.
Don't worry, Jimbo. Old Max will make it quick and painless. What did you do with my friend Ender?
You mean the fire poker?
That's what it's for? But you don't even have a fireplace. Sorry, James. You're just gonna have to walk the earth feeding on people's brains until I can find a proper friend Ender.
So, of course, Network thought maybe a little bit crazy that the friend is going to literally kill his friend and beat him to death with a fire poker. But hey, you guys get to see it here, so you're welcome.
Good day.
Oh, yeah. And Sellers came back in the original one.
Good day, sir. I'm Log Turner. Changed my name again. And I'm here to share the good news about an exciting fire poker opportunity.
And so originally we went out on good old James attacking him in that way. So there you have it. There's number 11. Next week we'll do Dino Nuggets, which is a really fun episode with a little Jurassic Park flair to it. And then, of course, we'll get into the back 8. Again, sorry, guys, that these have not been every week. I've been doing my best, but dealing with some sick kitties at home and thankfully feeling better right now. So you guys get this. See you soon.